Paying for you and cupcakes.
Yes. But at the same time, we have to do this whole COVID thing. So then we can prepare to see how many people are coming and that we can make sure that everybody's still safe and whatnot. So, but that's part of this whole, we may take it on Facebook Live and, or we may, depending on how many people, so we'll just kind of play it by ear and,
nice.
But it'll be a really cool kind of,
it'll be a great co-marketing thing. And the reality is, to her point, get ready. I think I told them that. I don't know if they were listening, Cailean.
Yeah.
But I said get ready because there's going to be so many different events that we're going to be doing. Creative. I mean, look at that. That stay tuned. Get on the calendar. Look to see on the website. Always go to it, and check events.
Yeah.
You can also go to my website and check events. But the whole idea is you've got two creative minds, especially this one here, who is going to be thinking out of the box for you, right? Mm-hmm. And so, such as this event, and to social distance, to still feel that sense of that we're able to be kind of normal, right?
Right. And the other idea to that is, basically there's a lot of people right now that don't want to go out.
Right.
People don't want to leave their house or their neighborhood or, their, city or whatnot. So, the idea is if we bring them, bring it here for everybody, then, they just have to, they don't have to go far. They can come to the store. They can still sit, be safe. And
I think, it's so brilliant because I can just tell you, and from so many ladies that I've spoken to, that's what they want.
Yeah.
They've been saying, bring that here because they're not finding it. They're not been able to get that. So here's an opportunity.
Or they don't want to go into the
crowds. Or they don't want to drive. That's the other thing. No one wants to go outside, or if sometimes they say, hey, can I have something?
Yeah, and the mall's always packed.
Yeah.
So, it's people might not want to get out and get close to people.
And again, you're giving it in a smaller environment, more intimate.
Correct.
I always like to say more of a boutique-y feel.
Right.
Which most people can appreciate a boutique-y feel because it is a pop-in, pop-out.
Correct.
Have a glass of champagne.
Yes.
Get some cupcakes for the kids. And let's talk a little bit before we go to commercial. You also have your website.
Yes.
With some featured items and clothing and accessories.
We do. Right. So, and that's fun too because, we still have, we have some of the same designers and, but we're bringing clothes. We'll get a shipment in probably early October, of our new clothing line. Yeah. And so that'll be exciting and fun. So then you get to drink champagne and shop all the time.
Okay. I think I just see something happening. A new store that has different pieces all over it with cupcakes and shit. Okay. She's about to get ready, everyone. I see it happening. All right. We're going to take a quick commercial.
Yep.
And we'll be right back.
Perfect.
Hello, my name is Dr. Sadaf Javed. I'm a child and adolescent psychiatrist and I see adults also. I've been practicing in the greater Houston area for the past 5 years and my practice is in the west side of town. In these unprecedented times, it is so important to check in with your mental health. Please pick up the phone and call 832-304-7244 or mycognitivepsychiatry.com and we would be happy to help. Thank you.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Hi, my name is Dr. Willie Villarreal. I'm a board-certified family nurse practitioner, doctor of nursing practice, and owner and founder at Core Sports Health here in Conroe. At Core, we take a root cause functional medicine approach to help you achieve your optimal health and vitality. If you're suffering from any of the following symptoms, we can help you through a comprehensive treatment plan that includes diet and nutrition, exercise and activity, hormonal balance, and stress reduction. For an appointment, please call us at 936-441-2673 or visit us online at coresportshealth.com. Thank you and hope to see you soon.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Well, it's going to be a beautiful sunny day today, and we can expect much more of the same.
Motorcycles are not invisible, but they can seem that way to drivers who aren't paying close attention. Look twice for motorcycles. There's a life riding on it.
Welcome back to Today with Kashay and Cailean. It's Tuesday. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we're talking all about events and parties in this amazing world that we're living in right now, shall I say? No, I'm teasing. No, we're living in some serious times right now, and things are a little bit different. And so because of that, we're working on some different creative events to kind of offer to the community to kind of help you out, right? And kind of still have some fun, be creative, and things like that.
Well, you know, at this point, I think everybody's going stir crazy, you know, and they want to see their friends. They want to see, they need to get out. They want to help the community. They want to help, you know, some of the charities or whatnot that they.
And so, like, great point. When people are coming in your shop, like mothers and children and some of the ladies, kind of what is some of the feedback that people are saying to you, like, about getting out, and what are you hearing kind of?
So, you know, we stopped doing events for a while. So, you know, we've kind of taken that back a little bit, but it's starting to come back a little bit. I mean, people are, you know, we're doing private cupcake decorating classes.
So those are opening up.
So so we haven't actually done a public one, but we'll do, like, we've done private ones for small groups, and if it's just family, for birthday parties and stuff, we'll do that in our private room.
Which is nice.
Right.
So if someone wants to do that, they can either go online or they can call directly and say, hey, I'm having a birthday party and I've got 5 kids and I want to do something kind of socially distanced. You can offer that.
And, you know, and we've done it to where, you know, we're also, obviously we've done everything at 50% capacity, so we don't go too crazy. And so we're still kind of abiding by those, you know, kind of guidelines, because we want everybody to be safe. But, you know, with that, we've been able to do those. We've been able to have the smaller parties come in and whatnot. So, so it's been kind of exciting. You know, we've, talked about doing, like, for Labor Day is coming up, so
that's our next holiday coming up.
So we'll probably have all kinds of champagne specials, and
you have something you do on Fridays.
On Friday, well, we have happy hours every Friday, and so we've decided to we do have happy hour every Friday.
Let's talk about that.
So, starting at 6 o'clock, 6 to close, and now we've got a whole bunch of shipment of Vouv, so we're gonna blow that out, and
perfect.
Right now,
can come in and get a bottle.
Super,
come for happy hour, grab a bottle to go.
Cheaper than you can buy it at HEB right now.
That's crazy. So that's amazing.
Yeah, it's wonderful. So they're probably gonna bring in some cool stuff, maybe for Labor Day weekend, and kind of decorate up the shop. So
that's what also makes your shop so unique, is the fact that you do carry. You literally meet with, you know, different vendors that are special vendors, and they offer these special things, and that you carry that you're not going to find running into some of these other little stores or at the grocery stores.
100%. We most of what we carry is boutique, and it is, you cannot find it at the grocery store. We obviously hand select every one of them, so I taste it before we sell it. I will not sell anything that tastes terrible. I know, it's terrible.
Somebody's got to do it.
That's right. Somebody has to do it. But no, we make sure that it is great bubbles, champagne, whatnot. So we want to make sure that you are, you know, always happy. It doesn't matter which one you pick at the end of the day. You're, you know, there's not a bad one in the store.
So how do you go about in your cupcake selection? I mean, you have is it the Napoleon now?
Oh yeah, so we have.
So how do you come up with these ideas?
Oh, you know, it's fun because we it's not just me, it's the staff. You know, it's fun when like I came up with our 12 original flavors and perfected them, and then we've got 2 every month that we like to kind of do. This summer has been a little bit crazy because we haven't really done our normal specials, right? So we decided sometimes, like I walked in the other morning, they were like, you know, my bakers are awesome, and they were like, hey, we made a, you know,
or
the
Napoleon, whatever it is. That's how that came about. How cool.
So they're like, you want to taste it? I'm like, of course. At 8 o'clock in the morning, I always want to eat a cupcake.
That's great.
So it's, you know, the chocolate, vanilla, and the strawberry, and so they're using our strawberry. Like, it's awesome.
So
it's
that's
amazing.
kind of your featured one now,
it's our featured one.
It's beautiful. I saw it and I thought, oh my gosh, So how do you? I wanted to know kind of how that comes about. So it's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that. It's, you know, we'll test out different things, and sometimes it doesn't work, and sometimes it is. But we always have to be careful because we are a nut-free facility, so we can't usually, like, if we do our carrot cake, it doesn't have nuts in it. So it's pretty fun. But in September we've got our salted caramel hummingbird coming back, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And we'll start to do our pumpkin.
Yeah.
We have a couple of different pumpkin ones that we'll do, and we have a Harry Potter one in October. It's
wow.
butterbeer.
Okay.
So
So you really, and again, you
Yeah.
stay with that. I
We
love
do.
that you try to keep it going and keep it fun and festive.
Correct.
And like you said, if people want to sign up for one of the little classes, they can
Yeah.
do private things to learn how do I
Yes.
do these things? And those are still going on.
Yes.
Which is interactive for the kids. Kids
Yes.
are kind of antsy right now. And these are little things you can do with groups of small kids, whether it's a
Yes.
party, whether it's getting them out of the house.
Right.
Y'all are happy to kind of welcome them in, and you can stage them out in different time slots.
Right. Yeah.
And keep them busy.
Exactly,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And even though I don't think they've put the chairs outside yet, but their fountains are still going.
Okay.
So we've got you can come grab and then go across the street, and
That's
since we're a retailer, you can always buy your champagne and go across the street.
Yeah,
So
and it's a great location because you
is.
have the open grass there.
Yeah.
That's really nice, so people can kind of come out. It's like a center area there.
Yes.
Tell people I know they know where you're located, but tell some people out there where you are, just in case
we're in
they're.
Creekside Park off of Kurgandall,
Yeah.
and so it's kind of in the back of the Woodlands here, but very nice, quaint.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, so it's it's nice that a lot of people are still outside, so
Sure.
they can come in and get whatever they want, and then go sit outside if they don't feel like
Yeah.
being inside of a restaurant per se. So
Right.
they can kind of stay outdoors, safe.
Keep it up, yeah.
Yeah.
So that, like you said, some of the event coming up on the 26th is, I think, from 12 to 2.
Yes.
And people can kind of come in. There will be still the offering of being able to buy their cupcakes at the same time.
Yes.
That part will still be going on.
Yep.
They'll be able to it'll be set up in the back. I
Yep.
take it.
Yep.
And
Yeah, and what's really cool is that Amy will be there. So
She's
even
from
if
the
she's
store.
from Saks,
Yeah.
she is a personal shopper at Saks. So
Okay.
you could always come and talk to her, tell her what kind of designers
Sure.
you like, what size you wear, what just kind of what your angle is, and she will totally take care of you if she
Right.
needs to send you stuff. And she
and
can
I don't know if
order
people
it.
know that. Good point.
Yeah.
A lot of times with the personal shoppers, obviously in the stores, they're there. They kind of become your side kick there, and as you go along,
They learn what you like. They know your size. They can send you stuff.
Yeah.
You can order through them. They'll mail it to you.
Sure.
So then you don't even have to go to the store.
That's what I was just about to say. So basically, if you come out
Yep.
and you really meet her, then what you're really essentially doing is
Yeah.
bringing the store to you.
Correct.
Tell her what you like. She starts to get a feel.
Yeah.
And then Saks is really at Cupcakes and Bubble.
Yeah.
You just, that's
Yeah.
really where it's at for
Yeah.
you, so to speak.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then everything else gets delivered to your home.
Yeah.
It's
easy.
It's perfect.
We're gonna try to make it as easy as possible and fun. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. Saks obviously isn't out here, and in the back of the Woodlands there really isn't any
Yeah.
that kind of shopping. So it will be really nice to be able to kind of bring that closer.
And
to
like you
home.
always say, we are open also for feedback. We're always looking for different ideas. If people have an idea out there that says,
Yeah.
hey, we would love to have this type of event, or, oh, can you show us
Right.
this, or can go to our websites, give us some feedback,
Yeah.
and communicate that to us whichever way. Especially, if you want her to have something or something specific, you can see very open to try different things. We want to hear
Yeah.
from you to know,
Yeah.
hey, do you like this? Make sure. I think sometimes people feel like they're talking among everyone else, but they're not talking and communicating directly to. And you want to hear. We want to know.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we want to create this fun environment.
Yeah.
Like a kind of a fun home experience or whatnot,
Yeah.
and someplace you can go and bring your girlfriends or
Yeah.
your husband.
Have fun.
Shop,
Well, and I
date.
think which we're going to talk about here in the next segment shortly is all of these different organizations here in the community, the charities and whatnot, businesses have had a really significant hit.
Yes.
And I think what we're talking about is you've got to get creative.
do.
You have to stretch yourselves.
Yes.
And think of different ways that you can actually keep yourself going.
Well, and
Yeah.
keep the community engaged and let them know how you're doing and how to help them support you still,
Right.
and because a lot of the times, people just kind of, they get busy and they know that gala or event happens once a year. They go every year. And then when it's not here, you don't want them to forget about you, and if you can't have that gala or event, how do you keep them engaged in what you're doing? if they're not able to volunteer or check in, or you know what I mean. So we want to be able to make sure that those different organizations are still able to reach the community and do something that's impactful for them.
Right, and we're encouraging, a great point you bring up, we're encouraging people to register that are involved.
Right.
If you're involved in charities and you're involved in being on teams, and the volunteer team, or you're heading it up, you're chairing, you're usually doing these roles. These are the kind of people that would be ideal also to sign up for the virtual class.
Well,
okay, speak on that. Take it over,
No, I was
Cailean.
gonna say absolutely. Yes. I mean, because one, you are if that's your role, you're good. You might be good at reaching people through your own ways of
Sure.
being able to do that, and then organizing bands and caterers and the hotel room or the
Whatever,
event space
yeah.
or whatnot, right? But if in a virtual event that's no longer your forte. That's not who you're talking to. I mean, maybe the the bands and whatnot, you can still do
Sure.
virtual.
But that's why you have to sign up, because we've got
Yeah.
different ideas that we've kind of been spinning.
Right.
And
there's a whole new
Yeah.
technological aspect to
There you
it,
go.
right? So
Yeah.
now you have to, instead of going out and talking to all these different venues and whatnot, there's no longer a venue.
Right.
You have you're online.
Right.
And
I think what's one really big advantage that comes off the top of my head is, I remember when I was one of the first events I was chairing, and you think about the cost, and there's so much cost sometimes that goes into the actual event costs.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to say, and I remember that one of the events I did, I said, oh my gosh, if we could just reduce the cost of this event and put that toward the actual cause.
Absolutely.
So one of the major advantages of a virtual event, if organizations out there are listening, and why you need to sign up, is because think about all the money and the costs that this can save from actually the outside cost
Sure.
from a virtual event that goes straight to the organization and straight to the cause. I mean, so there's a lot of
Yes.
advantages for this. Go ahead.
Correct.
And
But,
then,
and it's not just that, but now you have an unlimited capacity of people that could go. If they're doing it at home, you might have those people that may not have been able to go in the first place, or they might have bought a ticket, but maybe they weren't there to actually bid on an item in your auction because they didn't make it, right?
Yeah.
But now it's online,
Right.
And we can kind of move that space.
Love that.
From actually at a like venue, and then they're at home, so
Right.
you can have more people.
Right.
And
And to your point, we're going to still think of ways to create those kind of quote unquote tables or
Sure.
those quote unquote group. But we're going to do it in a different way. I mean, now you can open it up and say, well, my sister who lived in New York or my aunt who lived in Chicago couldn't be at it. Now they can.
Now they can.
Now you can recruit them to be, and now they're getting. So there are
Right.
so many things. But I'm giving out too many tips, aren't I? I'm telling them ahead of time. I need you to register if you want to hear all this stuff. But we're going to take another quick commercial, and when we get back, we'll have MIchelle here from Habitat Humanity. So we'll be right back.
When the waves swell, the wind blows, and rain starts to pour, you'll ask yourself, how prepared or unprepared are you? Did you board your windows, protect your home? Secure loose objects so they won't blow away. Bring large items in and low items up. If you're properly prepared, it will help in a big way. Does your family have a plan? Do they know what to do? Is your emergency kit packed, waiting by the door for you? Just because you're not on the coast doesn't mean you're okay. Heavy winds and flooding can wash things away. When a hurricane is near, you need to stay safe. Turn on the radio. Wait for updates. Only leave your home if told so. Grab your bag and go, go, go. Now, if you're home and the heavy wind blows, get away from the windows, watch out for flooding, and protect yourself. You may be without power for a couple days, but your emergency kit should help you to stay. Once the storm is gone and it's safe to go home, be cautious of what's going on. If water's in your path, you have to turn back. Dangerous electricity and things you can't see can hurt you very badly. So before the waves swell, the wind blows, and rain starts to pour, get prepared, make a plan, and protect yourself each and every way. America's Prepare-a-thon. Be smart. Take part. Prepare. Get started today. Go to ready.gov/prepare.
Turn on your glam today. The Jenna Klein collection is here, elaborated with natural products. Give yourself a compliment with our organic lip glosses in more than 15 shades. With the Jenna Klein lip gloss collection, you can hydrate your lips and keep that glamorous look that you need. Turn on your glam. Visit jennaklein.com. And don't forget our skincare collection with natural ingredients that will improve the skin's appearance and prevent visible signs of aging. We have everything you need to achieve smooth and vitalized skin. jennaklein.com. Turn on your glam today.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
It started as a dream. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to have my own restaurant. And it was a dream that finally we had the opportunity to build it here in the Woodlands. And I'm so happy with it.
It's a really authentic Italian food. I try to maintain the most original possible. It's very important. Every day I make my fresh pasta.
Chi mangia bene, mangia italiano. Please come and visit us.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
And welcome back to Today with Kashay. I'm laughing at Michelle. Michelle's like, how do you do this? You know what? You talk. Like you just literally start. So welcome MIchelle Shifflett here in the studio with Cailean. We're welcoming her. We were talking all about you while you were not here.
Fantastic.
We were telling the whole world that you were coming, and so here she is.
Here I am.
And so I was just joking with you. I got to stay away from her because the last time I was in front of her, I spent way too much money at a charity event. And
which is why I'm here.
I don't have my wallet with me, but on a Christmas tree.
Yes.
You were. What role were you in at that time? And you want to tell a little bit about?
Senior Director of Development with the American Heart Association in Montgomery County.
Okay.
There for about a decade.
Okay, very nice.
Recently made a transition.
Yes. Very nice, very nice. So we want to talk a little bit about that transition and your role and what you're doing.
But you're nearing my year anniversary with Habitat for Humanity in Montgomery County.
Congratulations.
As the advancement officer, so same job, fundraising, social fundraising in particular.
Okay.
Which is very challenging right now.
Isn't it? Let's talk a little bit about that challenge. Okay. What makes it so challenging right now?
Well, the being social part.
Yeah.
If you can't be with each other, then it's very hard to social fundraise.
That's what Cailean and I were just talking about. That's what we're talking about. I can imagine.
Yes. So our 9th annual Building Hope Gala was slated 1 month after the entire world shut down.
Oh, wow.
So we didn't have a gala, which I think many other charities are in the same position. Everybody's slated for the spring or even now the fall, not able to raise those much needed funds for their organization.
And how has that impacted as far as, so tell us a little bit about how the organization works and your role and does that mean you just don't build a house for someone? You give it kind of the people out there so they can kind of know what you need. Yeah.
So Habitat for Humanity is an international organization.
Okay.
We have a chapter here in Montgomery County that serves only Montgomery County. And in our chapter, we have a restore, which you see on the screen right now. And that store resells items that are gifted to us. So everything from building supplies to furniture to light fixtures.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Store was closed for nearly 3 months. It is a significant source of revenue, and we're still trying to recover. We've gone online, and we just went live online, so you can now shop from home.
Well, that's what we were just talking about. I don't mean to interrupt, but we're going to be kicking off an event, and it's all about that virtual thing, right?
Yes.
So keep going.
Virtually, we missed the a bulk of the time where people were doing projects at home because we couldn't sell online.
Right.
But should the world shut down again, we can. So if you need anything, you can
Come
shop
on,
online.
shut down world. We've got this.
No, please don't shut down world. But if it happens, we are ready.
Don't do it. I'm just joking.
We also have a home repair program. Nice. So thinking right now with hurricanes
Laura. Oh, but Cailean said she's not going to come. It's not going to be that bad. We've already figured it out. We've already figured it out.
I'm hoping.
We've already figured it out. But anyway, okay, go ahead.
So post tragedies or just anyone who's in need of home repair but can't afford it, we have that service.
Oh, that's good to know.
Most often outside of the city limits of Conroe.
Okay.
There's some
So
restrictions
say
there.
that again. So obviously we've got a potential hurricane coming, but anytime there is a disaster situation or an extreme weather conditions or anything of that nature of where they need home repairs?
There is an application process.
Okay.
People can come to us, can apply, and we can help them. Also thinking about seniors who want to stay in their homes and need home repair, they can't afford it, or families just in difficult times that need help. We are there for them. We'll be launching a more robust program in the very near future.
And so in your role, is that kind of you out there going to talk to people? Tell us a little bit about how, if someone hears you calling and or, you know, how do you connect to them and who should they be contacting?
Most of the time, Cynthia, who
Okay.
will join me next time,
Okay.
is the one who goes into the community and talks to families.
Okay.
We use our local shelters, local Lone Star Family Health is one of the places we reach out to people. We really partner with hospital systems to get referrals of families who might
Hospitals,
need us.
okay.
Yes. Another thing that we do, and probably the main thing we do, is we build homes. We have
Yes.
an entire subdivision east of 45 in Conroe, but South Conroe. So
A whole entire subdivision.
Cedar
Wow.
Creek.
Wow.
We are in our third section. We are plotting the fourth, so we only have 3 more years until our subdivision is full.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Just over 100 homes. They're beautiful. We have really changed the dynamic of our neighborhood. We've enriched our school with our parents. We've made it a safer place to be,
Wow.
and they're fantastic. And during March, we were in full build cycle. We had 9 homes
Oh my gosh.
fully under construction, and part of Habitat is building with love and community, and very often each of those home sites would have had 14 to 20 people
Yeah.
building that home.
Wow.
Well,
But-
when you're shut down and you can't social distance,
right.
we went to no one. So in June, we finished 5 homes,
Okay.
and those families are in and settled, and this month we are finishing the final 4.
Nice.
All of those dedications are slated for March, so each home is dedicated by the family and the sponsor,
Okay.
and then the families close and move into their homes. And so we're super excited. Larry Douglas, our construction manager, has been amazing. So we have 2 full-time employees that have been working to build these 9 homes.
Oh my gosh.
We have a very small number of volunteers who have been with us 20 years. So they've been watering grass, painting.
Yeah.
There's 4 that have come out 2 at a time and helped, along with some general contractors, because it's not safe for our volunteers.
Right.
We do know that once all of these homes are closed and moved into, we will build again.
Yeah.
We are working with legal and our board to determine what that really is going to look like, and
Right.
we hope that starts in October. We are slated to build 7 homes this year.
Oh,
Wow.
that's wonderful.
We hope more, but we
Yeah.
know right now we have 7
Yeah.
families. So part of the struggle is finding the families who meet our qualifications
Right.
and want to be a part of it. So families have to apply.
I was going to ask. That was my next question. I was going to say, so someone's hearing this going, wow, wow, that's
Do I
amazing.
qualify? Yes.
There's a great neighborhood coming up. How do I get in?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to be
Yeah.
employed.
Yeah.
You do have to have your credit checked.
Okay.
If you don't meet the qualifications, we have programs in place to help you get there. We have some families who it took them a
Yeah.
little while, but now
Sure.
they're in.
Yeah.
The range is $25,000 to $40,000. It's on our website.
Okay.
For an annual
So go to the
income.
website.
So go to
Right.
the website.
Okay.
And it has everything. Families are required to do some financial planning to go online for classes.
Okay,
We used
smart.
to do those in person.
Yeah.
But now people can't come to class, so you can do classes online. One that we are hoping to launch soon will be a class for parents to teach their children at home.
Oh, wow.
Much needed, who would have loved
Yeah.
that. And all of the families have to earn hours. Typically, that has been hours working in our restore or on their own home. They
Right.
haven't been able to do that, so we've been doing some
Right.
work online.
Yeah.
But they have to earn those hours by building their neighbors' homes, by building their own home, so that they earn it and they feel a part of the community.
That's cool. That's
Well,
really cool.
that's amazing. And so all this is beautiful and all this sounds great. But I guess this has to get funded some kind of way.
It does have to get funded
Okay,
some
so
kind of
let's
way.
talk.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
where are you at that point, and telling people out there how they can kind of. One way we're gonna get you on that virtual event we're having September 8th and get the community. But what are some of the ways that people can help in this situation to do this? Yeah.
So I think the way that people like to do it the most is to sponsor a home build.
Okay.
So you can do that a quarter of a home or an entire home. An entire home with landscaping, y'all wait. is $60,000. Imagine being able to buy a home for $60,000.
Wow.
So with that, you get time to come out and work on that home.
Sure.
That's valuable for companies. It's valuable for individuals who want that time.
Absolutely.
We have schools and churches that participate with us. So that's the most, I think, logical when you think of Habitat for Humanity, just giving money to a home build. What keeps our other programs going, though, are those dollars that aren't necessarily tied to a program. The ones we get from Gala, the ones we get from the Restore, all of the money that we've lost this year. We really would like another $300,000.
Yeah.
You know,
So that's kind of where you're,
Yeah. So for not having a gala,
Yeah.
we actually are in really good shape. Our board is incredible. They did choose early on to go ahead and cancel because we didn't know what the world was going to look like.
Sure.
And most of our sponsors, including LGI, our number one sponsor, let us
Yay
keep
to
their
LGI.
funds. Yes,
Yay, give a
LGI.
shout out.
Strike, and then our board president, Mr. Wortley, let us keep their dollars, as long with many others.
Right.
But we need more. So what we are starting to do, we are actually not having a gala until November of 2021.
Okay.
That is so
That's
far,
far away.
We're talking 18
Over a
months
year.
later.
Yeah.
Because by then, hopefully, people will want to be together.
Yeah. Are you open? Are y'all open for virtual?
We are open for virtual.
Yeah.
We are doing some virtual right now. We will probably launch that after the hurricane for our annual campaign. We have beautiful auction items. We're just trying to figure out the best way to do that. And, you know, we've even looked at, I don't know, what can we do on our property? Should we go out and let them see us? But yes, virtual I think is super important, but making yourself stand out virtually is a challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, and Cailean, you want to speak a little bit more back to our event, is why we're kind of heading up what we're doing.
Yeah, because we want to be able to kind of answer all these questions, because as you know, in your role, you don't probably haven't really spent a whole lot of time trying to plan an entire event online. And what does it look like? How do you do that? Where do we start? Right. So, and even if you did and figured all that out, how do you get people to know that it's there? And how do you get people to sign up for the event and show up and whatnot? So that's what we're going to go over and talk about. And we have documents that we'll be sending to everybody who registers. And then that way, because we want to be able to help you start doing these things online. And, and there's a whole ton of different things that you could do. You don't have to do, it doesn't have to look one way. It could, you can have an online auction, as well as you can still have live entertainment. You can have a virtual room. So there's a lot of things that we can kind of talk about, and there's lots of different options, and then we can kind of lead you into the right ones, and we can talk about how to do that, and then how do we promote that. So so
our goal is to kind of, in this situation that we're in, as she's saying, the community, so many organizations have been hit. The needs aren't gone, but so we have to come together, and they
might be even more. Like the needs are probably more.
Yeah. So we've got to get creative. We can't. I mean, like you said, the bills are still coming in. Things are still happening. So what we're offering September 8th and going forward is ways to be creative. And I think if we can offer that to the community, we can start with one organization. We can spread this to others. Other ideas. People start doing different things. And as you said, it can be the way, and it can be effective. And people can still get the money. And what I'm hearing is a lot of these virtual events are actually raising more money. So because you can reach so many people. I was just saying earlier, think about the galas when you had the table and you'd go get 10 of your girlfriends or 9 and you get a table for 10. Now you can reach people that are in all around and make that table, 3 or 4 tables. So getting creative, and that's what we want to do because of what you're saying is so important. And another thought that just popped in my head, the house is so important. Think about a home, right? I mean, it all begins at the home. And so why it's so important, and I'm loving what you're talking about here, is creating a whole neighborhood, because all of those individuals in that neighborhood are given a home. I mean, think about that, to go to. And that's where it starts. And that's why this organization is so important to get out there and support it.
Yes.
Just in that alone.
I think we all know the importance of home this year, right?
I mean,
It's so lucky to have one, and imagine being the ones that weren't. One of our families who's actually moving in the next 2 weeks, they are our family because they moved here from out of state. They were caught in a hurricane, imagine that, and lost everything. They had to live in a shelter. They got in an apartment, then the next hurricane hit, and instead of feeling badly for themselves, the older children and the parents went and worked in the shelter that had housed them before.
Yeah.
The younger children adopted animals and took care of them.
Oh, wow.
So they gave back. And then a parent got sick, and then a job was lost. And this is their way back to have a stable home for their children, a place for them to learn.
Yeah.
They actually had to go stay with parents because once all 4 children had to come home and learn, their where they were living was just much too small. So we are so excited to give them a home and watch them move in. The Lynn family is fantastic.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We're going to take a really quick commercial, and we'll be right back.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Chef Laurent. I'm the owner of Taste of Paris, a catering company for seniors. If you want to know more about our services, give us a call at 832-415-7374 or visit our webpage at laurentvalsculinary.com. Thank you.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Are you ready to vote for the first time? If you're a U.S. citizen, meet your state's requirements, and will be 18 by Election Day, you can vote. But first, you need to register before your state's deadline. Check with your local election office. You can register there, or you may be able to register online at the Department of Motor Vehicles or using the National Mail Voter Registration Form. Your election office may send you a voter registration card listing your polling place. On Election Day, that's where you'll go. When you get there, you may need to show an ID to vote. Then, fill out your ballot. If you don't know how, ask a poll worker. If you know you won't be able to get there on Election Day, you may qualify to vote by mail. Remember, voting rules are different in every state. Learn more about voting at usa.gov/voting.
Welcome back to Today with Kashay and Cailean and Michelle. We're all in the studio this afternoon. I said it right, not morning. And we're talking about events and parties, but today we're actually kind of focusing a little bit right now on the community and Habitat for Humanity. And you want to tell everyone again a little bit, the intro, who weren't listening earlier, who you are and kind of what you're doing. Yes.
I'm MIchelle Shifflett. I'm the Advancement Officer for Montgomery County Habitat for Humanity, and I oversee our gala when we get to have one again. But the most important thing that we do is we build homes. We offer repair programs for people who can't afford to repair their homes, and we have a restore, and our restore is on 242 and open for donations of home goods and leftover construction bits.
Yeah.
Or all of your construction bits, whatever you'd like to bring us.
Yeah, and Restore is super great. I was just telling them during the break. So my for my graduate project to get my master's was doing all the marketing for Restore.
What?
And
that is so cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. It was, so I learned a lot, and in the community, it's really cool because if you have had a project at your house and you've got extra tiles or whatever, or when we do, I think we always over calculate, and you always want to save a box or two just in case you have to do some repairs. But in our case, if we have 20 boxes left, what do you do with it? Yes, you could probably take it back to the store and get credit, but
you can also donate.
But you can also donate that. Yeah. You can donate all your leftover material to Restore, and they'll come pick it up for you. You can't drop it off, right? Can't drop it off right now, but they will. If you call them, they'll come pick it up, and you can write that off.
Yes.
Right? So that's super, super great and important, and you're helping others. And
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people know that. You want to? That's that's awesome. You want to speak a little bit more about that?
I can. So with everybody doing redecorating, construction projects, we take any deconstruction items. So ceiling fans, light fixtures, bathroom fixtures that are in good condition.
You said furniture earlier too, which was amazing.
Furniture. Good point. We have. If you are looking to do a project, we have tons of hardware. Again, light fixtures. You can come by the furniture. It's a really big store, so take your time. If you are going to visit us, though, please remember that we also require face coverings. We're going to offer you some hand sanitizer to keep you safe so that we can stay open and continue to
Do you
serve.
have to make an appointment?
You have to make an appointment to,
good point.
not to come to the store, but you do have to make an appointment a few days in advance to get a pickup.
Got it. Okay.
And you can do that online, or you can call and speak to someone and they can let you know if we're currently taking those items.
Perfect.
And I have a question. So restore, is that like resell? So, or if I go to the store and my expectations, I'm speaking for the, audience.
Yes.
And they walk in, or they're paying for stuff, but is it at a discount? How does the store work?
The store is at a discount. The items are priced based on what we can find they are on the market and then discounted.
Yeah, market
so
value.
Most of, we have a board member who just donated a tremendous amount of furniture. They helped us price it because they knew what it was.
Got it.
And so I think it was all gone in 2 days, but which was fantastic. It was beautiful stuff.
Wow.
But you can get great deals.
You
Every
really
day
can.
there's a deal. 1 week, for a couple of days, you could get an entire lunch sack of hardware for $5. So if you're looking to redo your hardware on your kitchen cabinets, all of the door pulls, you could get a whole bag for $5. So if you're looking to do a project and you can be a little bit flexible with what you're looking for, where the place to be.
Yeah.
I think there's wood floors, there's tile backsplashes, there's paint.
How long has the store been there? And you said you did it for, how long have y'all
The
had
store
Restore?
has been at that location. I'm totally gonna lie if I try to tell you how many
we don't
years
want
it's
you
been
lying
there.
up in here, Michelle.
I
That's
know.
That project was 10 years ago at least.
Yes.
So
The Restore's been around as long as we have, but it was in
Okay.
Conroe and it has
Okay.
moved to 242
Yeah.
within the last 10 years.
Okay. So
It's
close,
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
So you have to go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. Shame on me. But so what else would you say? So people can't necessarily come out and build on homes right now.
Correct.
But they can obviously still,
Anybody is welcome to write a check.
write a check.
Yes.
And, are there things, I guess, also virtually aside, we're gonna help you with the gala. We got that down. No, I'm joking. But are there other things that they can do? Can they recruit other people to donate? Are there other ways or you're looking for people to help you get that message out there right now?
I think there's several things. We are always looking for families.
Okay.
Families are super important.
Yeah.
People don't know that we're there. They don't know how to do it.
Right. Well, and that question, you said they have to go do an application online. And what if they don't have internet access?
Then they can call and
Okay.
come see us now.
Okay.
We have a very small office. We try to keep it, we're rotating who's in there.
Got it.
So that we can socially distance.
Sure.
Now, is there any information in your restore that may have like a pamphlet or anything for anybody
There is most people come directly to our site
Okay.
on 7th Avenue in Conroe.
Got it.
And
7th Avenue in Conroe.
Yes,
Repeat
7th,
that.
like 7th and Gladstone.
Carlos, can you
and
put the
Conroe.
website up again too?
Yes.
So again, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But the best to do, because of social distancing, is to find
Yeah.
the telephone number and call.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that we're there.
Yeah.
I know that I am remote a lot, and you just never know what's happening on site.
Yeah.
So that's the best way. And so tell people about us. One of the areas, we are a certified women build habitat.
Say that
So
again.
we have,
Yay.
We have a
Very cool.
a group of women who do their home completely by themselves every year. This will be their 3rd year.
Caileen's she's ready for that one.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm enjoying
When
it.
will you allow people to come back? Okay,
I'm really good at demo. I'm really good at demo. I don't know about putting it back.
We're gonna have a team, man. We're gonna have a team.
They're ready. We also
I'm really good with a sledgehammer, but I don't know about a regular hammer. You paint, yes.
We don't want their house to be like tilted. Cailean,
we have the experts for you. We're good. The experts
Anyway.
are there to help you.
Anyway, I'm sorry, keep going.
No,
Yeah.
you're fine. We also, let's see, I don't know what I was going to say. We
were
were
talking about
women build. I know. We also are a certified veteran build.
Okay.
No, that's right. Yeah.
And truly, veterans are a little shy.
Yeah.
So if anybody knows a veteran family who might be in need, send them our way. Momentum Title raises money for a veteran home every year, and they are back on board, and we are ready
great.
for them to do that. So we're waiting. You also have a connection with the John Cooper School.
Yeah.
I think they've built I'm gonna lie again, 19 houses.
Yeah.
Okay, stop it. Say it again.
Yeah.
John Cooper has built 19 houses.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
And they call it the house that John built.
Yes.
And it's super cute. And
Wow.
everybody gets involved. I mean, mine are little, but they sell T-shirts and stuff, so we buy the T-shirts for the kids because they're not old enough to participate.
Sure.
But yeah, I think the senior group does it every year, and yeah, it's really great. It's nice. To have that connection and see it and be a part of it. And the kids get super excited about it because the seniors will come talk to them about it and the lower school. So it's great.
This year maybe it was the middle school came out and did a birdhouse project with us.
Oh, yeah.
Too young to wield the hammers, but
right.
Old enough to be on property. And I have to say a group of amazing children, young men and women every year that do that. And they do a beautiful job. So I know the child leadership for that group has been planned, and there is some planned participation, slightly different year with COVID. So we'll see what that ends up looking like.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're figuring it all out.
So Michelle, you have 1 minute. Tell everyone out there why Habitat for Humanity is the place that they need to write their donations to. And
because if we have learned anything from COVID, home is one of the most important things. Home is our prescription and keeps us healthy. Home keeps us safe. Home allows us to grow in every way, spiritually and physically. And everybody in this world deserves a decent place to live, a place that is safe.
100%.
Love that. Yes. Oh my God. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
It was so much
and we'll
fun.
definitely have to have you come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And so everyone, September 8th, sign up. Also
Exciting.
go to Habitat for Humanity, go to the store.
Yes.
And other than that, that's what you need to do for today. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Yay.